Hey everybody, Syntax here. Welcome back to another episode of All of Fabric 6 on the Send server. You can call it that, I guess. Okay, so what are we going to work on today? So we've got as you can see, I've kind of made a nice little conveyor belt for the automation, or not the automation, but the kind of easier way, hands-off way of making plates. As you see, you're just dropping it down. Boom, it'll make a plate, and then it will feed itself into the chest over here. Pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. We will automate this even more with a different mod, but for now, this whole setup is probably going to end up going downstairs. As you can see, I have added a little bit to the downstairs basement. This is going to be a whole room. I think is going to have to be dedicated to create, just based upon kind of like my ideas and the kind of space I'm going to need. But you see, this is just very simple contraptions, gearboxes run. There's a little bit of room behind this wall for running stuff. Maybe we can hook up some more machines. One other cool thing that I crafted is a toolbox. Basically, I can store all the wonderful goggles I've been getting into here. So yeah, it's a nice little way to save space on inventory space. Now, there is also one thing I may have to do in between episodes is I might have to expand maybe another room over here on another wing just for Create, because Create is going to require a lot of space. But there is a kind of a problem that I have. And looking at the quest log, I've kind of, as you can see, I've made a lot of progress, but I'm running into a stopping point on a lot of stuff. The first kind of stopping point is I need to have brass, and I don't have brass yet. I don't have the capability to make brass. So in order to do that, though, we're going to need to make another contraption. So the contraption actually next in line on the quest log, which is right here where it says let's get to mechanical, we're going to need to make a mixer. I think we have enough speed, judging by if I drop my speedometer right down over here. I think we have enough speed where we're generating enough right now where we don't have to do too much. See, we're getting moderate 32 RPMs, which I think is the requirement for the mixer, I think. We'll find out when we hook it up. But kind of, so that's the goal, is we're going to get brass, at least an initial little setup right here to make brass. And like I said, eventually it's all probably going to come downstairs here at some point. But for now, we'll put it right over here, and we'll see if we can get that up and running. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to situate kind of my inventory. I will come back when we'll start kind of constructing the mixer. Or actually, I think we're going to have to also, we'll probably make a couple of this stuff on camera because I don't think it's too hard. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to get some stuff going, and then I will come back when we're ready to start putting it all together. Okay, so I think we have everything, and if we don't, I think we can craft it real quick, because we're going to need plates, so we're going to need 3, 5, looks like 5, 8, and anything here. Okay, so we need to make 8 plates. I think I have 2 already, so we need to just put in 6 more. There we go. That should craft up fairly quick. Okay, so let's craft up first the mechanical saw. So that's going to need 1 case. Let's grab all these casings, and we're going to need iron. And let's grab these guys. So I want to say it was 1, 2, 3 iron casing. There's the saw. There we go. And then next down the hit list is a mechanical harvester. So we're going to need some alloy too as well. So let's just grab a stack of that. So the harvester was, okay, casing, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it was 1, 2, was it there, or was it 1? Oh, you know, we should do this. Let's just doing this the hard way. Harvester. Okay, 2 plates. Okay, so we're actually going to need another plate. Let's just grab all the plates real quick. I think that's all we need. We'll just use JEI and just click it in. Here we go, harvester, and we're gonna need, the next thing is mechanical drill. Let's see here. The mechanical drill. There we go. Then we're gonna need, I think the mixer might be actually the next thing, but it's gonna be a couple things we have to make. So we might have to make this whisk real quick, and that's, oh, we're gonna need more plates, so we're gonna need 5 more plates. Not a problem, we'll get those cooked up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll make another one just in case. Alright, so let's move on from the mixer. Let's make the mechanical bearing. So we're just going to need a slab, 1 pipe, transfer case, And we might have to just grab a couple of those. Could probably use the saw for that, but alas, we'll do it this way. And then, okay, so what was that thing called again? It was the mechanical bearing. Bearing. Here we go. Windmill, mechanical bearing. Okay. And I see that our plates are done, so let's make us a whisk real quick. Wisp. Let's take a look at yeah, they don't pay me for my spelling. Actually, they don't pay me at all. Okay, so it's just simply 1, 2, and then plates around the bottom. There's the whisk, and I think now we can make the mixer now. Oh, we're gonna need one small gear. I should have that. There we go. Okay. Mixer. And then the only thing left to do is we have the plow and the millstone. Okay. Did we burn up all of our plates already? Did I not count right? I must not have counted right. Oh, I still have a couple. Okay, so. And what was the name of that again? It was the plow, mechanical plow. Okay. Here's the mechanical plow. Okay. One more thing to go. Millstone. Looks like we're gonna need not just regular stone. One more gear, and I think we got that here. And as far as stone, maybe I might have to cook one up real quick. Let's see here. We got one. There we go. Let's do it here. Mill. There we go. The millstone. There we go. So that is all the pieces that we need. So that should be a quest unlock. There we go. And oh, look, we get a bunch of stuff. Portable storage interface, chassis, radial chassis, and a rare create loot bag. So there we go. That was quite a bit. And it's once again stuffed up my inventory. Cool. Okay. Grab this real quick. Anything good? Rare alloy. Alloy. Okay. So we got more. Huh? Actually, it's a good amount. So, okay. So I'm going to have to obviously kind of sort my inventory real quick. We'll just dump all this stuff in here. But the thing we're going to craft up first, at least for now, is we're going to work on the mixer. So let me see what that is going to take. Let's take a look at it real quick. So the mixer, it looks like we're going to need, obviously we're going to need some kinetic power. Or that's the wrong one. I wanted to look at the mixer. Right there. There we go. Okay, we're going to need let's see here. We're going to have to need a basin. And there's the mixer. Okay. Proceed with the demo. And that's how we're going to get our brasses. I believe we have to put in copper and the alloy, then it should create us a brass ingot. But I think we're going to also need to have a heat source of some kind. There it is right there. So what is that guy? That is a blaze burner. Okay, so I wonder what the blaze burner, it looks like that's how you feed it. But I'm pretty sure you're going to probably have to, let's see, maybe capture a blaze. Blaze burner. Empty blaze burner cage. Okay. Oh, I wanted to ponder that. Okay. Right click a blaze with the empty burner to capture it. Okay, so we're definitely gonna have to capture one. So it may take a trip to the nether, and I've already been there, nether rack, and so let's create that. I think I have some nether rack down here. As I did in my wonderful mess of storage. I thought I got some. No. There we go. Okay. So we got some netherrack. We're going to need some iron plates. And once again, we're going to have to grab, we're going to need 3 more. So we'll just craft half. We're going to need more apparently at some point anyway. So let's just let that kind of cook up real quick. We can always, maybe we might need to speed this up at some point too. Okay, 3. So I think that's everything that we need. What's it? Might have been 4 actually. It might have been 4. There. Okay. Nether rack. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So we got an empty cage, and we're going to have to obviously go grab one. So, okay, so this is going to require a trip to the nether. So I will cut here. I'll come back, let's do a little bit exploring in the nether, see if I can find, I'll come back if I find a nether fortress. It may take some time. So, okay, so wish me luck. I'll see you guys. You'll find out if I was successful or not. Okay, so not too far from my spawn point, there is a blaze fortress there. Oh gosh. And I see on my my head-up display that there is a blaze right here. So let's see if we can make our way in here real quick. Some nether bricks real fast. Don't want to make too much of a hole, because I'm going to have to run out of here real fast. Let's see. There we go. Make ourselves a nice little way up. Okay. I saw on my map that direction right there. Alright. Let's hope for the best. Seems like he's right here. Maybe we'll get lucky. Sometimes I do. Nope. Oh, here we go. Aha! There we go. Okay, so we have found him. Okay, so he's right here. Okay, so let's see if we can do this without dying. Gotcha! Now let's make our great escape. There we go. Okay, cool. Sometimes they just work out for you. We're not going to deal with you, Mr. Skeleton, over there yet. So let's just get out of here. Sometimes these little adventures in the nether just work out. Sometimes you fall in lava. But this one, as you can see, I'm not very far from my my spawn point, so we got fairly lucky. Okay, so I'm gonna head back to the base, and we're gonna put this blaze burner to work. Okay, let's see if we can figure out the basics of this. So I think we're obviously gonna have to reconfigure this whole area, but let's for the start put the blaze guy right here. Hey, buddy. Okay, you're about to do some work. Okay, so then we need to put, I'm going to need to put a gearbox, a vertical gearbox. Okay, let's grab one of those guys real quick. Should have one. There we go. Vertical gearbox right here. There we go. And then we can we're going to need to put one of these guys here, and I think we're going to need a cogwheel right here, like that, and then we're gonna drop the mixer, or the excuse me, the basin. It's gonna go on top of you. Oh, we might have to actually go one more up. One more up. Okay. Well, what we can do is maybe we're gonna need to get a little bit of height. Too short. There we go. And then we're going to put the mixer right here. Okay. So we do need to get a cogwheel right there. And then one shaft and one cogwheel. There we go. So now the mixer is mixing. I probably should have put that in the floor. But it is what it is. Okay. It'll have to do for now. For now. Okay, so that should do it. But now all we need to do is we need to make another storage. So we'll have to put a belt. And okay, let me build that real quick, because we already see me kind of do that over there. So I will come right back, and once I have this set up and we're ready to use it. Okay, we're back. So this is the kind of like basic setup I got. So I've got ores that are going to go in here. They'll melt up, and then they'll be inputted directly into that chest. Now, obviously, all of this is going to probably have to be reconfigured because I want it to look a little bit more like a big mess that it is right now. But you need to feed the blaze burner. We can just feed him a bunch of wood. Now, we should be able to throw in one copper and then one zinc. I'm going to make sure we get it in there. One. And there we go. And it should net us brass. There it is. All right, cool. Let's up across. So there we go. So 2 brass ingots. Nice. And then if we need to make plates, we can just drop the brass ingots in there. And let's see. Okay, that was cool. So that kind of worked out. And there we go. Did we get a reward here? No. Must have been an achievement. Okay, so now we need to make brass casings, and we need to make 32 of these guys. And in order to do that, it looks like we're going to have to drop some wood down. It looked like do you right-click it with the brass? Let's see. We'll just test one. There's our bare wood. And do we just... Hey, look at that. There we go. So now we have a brass casing. So I need to make, according to the quest log, 32 of these guys. So that's going to require a little bit of work. So okay, I'm gonna craft up everything we need for that, and then I'll come back, because what we're working towards, this is all for a reason, is right here, these mechanical crafters. The reason why, as you can see over here, the little crushing wheels are over here. So in order to get some basic ore processing down and actually, making our, ore melting and crafting more efficiently and maybe getting some more production out of it, we're going to need to make those grinding wheels, and it's going to require a pretty massive setup right here. So that's kind of why I think I need to move this whole setup maybe downstairs. But okay, let me craft some of this stuff up, and then we'll come back, and then we'll progress a little bit more, and then we'll probably come back and wrap the episode up. Okay, be right back. Okay, so I have an idea. So it's going to help with the automating of the making of the casings. Now, we still will have to make the brass in here, but we can maybe make something that will automatically cut the casing and then apply the brass, and then we can use this kind of setup right here already. And that thing is called a deployer. Now, if you look at the deployer, it's not too crazy to craft. I think we have everything we need, but it can interact with things. And I think what we can do is we can just drop it right here and feed it brass, and then have the saw right here, which we have a saw from our questing earlier. And we can use all of this to kind of automate, at least help us out with that. And then, like I said, this is why we need more space with Create. But I think one thing that we're going to need to make is we are going to, what was it? It was right here, the electron tube. And I think that's going to require polished rose quartz, which is sandpaper on the quartz, which, okay, so it's just another quartz and redstone. I believe we have all that. I don't have very much, but I think I have one. There we go. Doesn't require much at 8 of those guys. And then we're going to need sandpaper. Sandpaper, what is that going to require? That requires diamond dust and paper, which we can get from... Oh, the grinder. Okay, so let's grab one diamond, and let's get some paper. And I think we got everything we need to craft real fast. So let's head over to the grinder. And some of this I'll do off camera, and some of this I will do on. We'll probably wrap this up right here. And, okay. Let that grind up, and then we'll make the polished quartz. There we go. There's our diamond dust. And one there, one there. There we go. Okay. Now, is it just simply just like that? Let me look at this. So it requires... Oh, nah, that can't be right. Okay. Polished quartz. Okay. So you just scratch it, but how do you... Is it something that you put in your hand? Okay, so I figured it out. So you have to put the rose quartz in your offhand, and then you can equip the sandpaper and just polish it. There we go. So now we have polished rose quartz. Okay, so that should be everything we need to assemble the deployer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it all together, and I will come back and I'll show you guys, and we'll test it out and see if it works. So I also got to cut down a lot of these trees that I just planted. So, okay, so I'll be back in 1 second and show you guys what I got, and then we're gonna wrap the episode up. Okay, so I think I got it all set up. So I got brass loaded into the deployer. All I need to do now is, I believe, drop wood into my nice little saw. Should cut it up, automatically apply. Bingo, there it goes, and it goes into the chest. All right, so we have automated somewhat the production of brass casings. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to redesign all of this, and I think what I'm going to do is put it downstairs over here somewhere out of the way, because in the next episode we are going to need to start working on building the mechanical crafter area, which is going to be right here, which is going to take up a ton of space. So, okay, so that wraps up this episode. Do me a favor, drop down and like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll see you on the next episode of All of Fabric 6. Take care, everybody.